Hello and welcome to a brand new edition of our daily news program, coming up shortly. On the second day of the electoral campaign, the three candidates continue expounding their programs to convince the electorate to vote for them on September 7th. Citizens are getting ready for this major political event with high expectations to spearhead local development and consolidate the already existing achievements. And Algeria is making a giant stride in electrical energy with new prospects to export it, notably to Europe. And the situation remains critical in Palestine with fresh bombardments targeting civilians despite the mounting international condemnation. Welcome again. First of all, and on the second day of the electoral campaign of the presidential elections, the three candidates held several rallies and meetings across the country to get closer to citizens and explain to them the major points shaping their programs, urging them not to miss this major event. A concise roundup of their activities with Melissa Kabash.
The FLN Secretary General campaigning for Tebboune Abdelmajid held rallies in Tismsilt and Tlemcen, indicating that the 2020 Constitution opened opportunities to the youth regarding job positions and startups. It also established the unemployment grant and increased wages for both workers and retirees, stating that Tebboune Abdelmajid will endeavor to raise the purchasing power by reducing taxes and increasing wages to 100% as part of fighting inflation, which dropped from 11% to 6%. According to the same speaker, Tebboune is to review the municipal and provincial laws. The president of the Al Mustaqbal Front stressed from Ain Dufla and Qasr Bukhari the efforts made by Abdelmajid Tebboune in the economic sector as he maintained the financial stability, calling on for a massive turnout. Candidate Hassani Sharif Abdel Ali, for his part, warned from Tbilisi against those trying to boycott the elections through social media by spreading false ideas around the state institutions and the upcoming elections, as if this political event's results are already known, adding that this fringe is calling on people to not go vote, qualifying this act as political hatred. The same candidate denounced and rejected this act, being a citizen devoted to serve Algeria and its people, indicating once again that he's Algeria's son coming from a family of war veterans with an Islamic belief, stressing that his program Forsa is a means and a project to overcome not only political hatred but the economic one as well, especially with the ongoing Zionist reaction regarding Algeria's unwavering position towards fair causes. Candidate Aushish Youssef continues his outings to meet all social segments as a means to promote his electoral campaign. The candidate stated that through this move, he got closer to a large number of traders and exchanged ideas and concerns taken into consideration by the party's program Ru'ya, providing answers to their problems, adding that today's activity reflects the importance of proximity, vowing to keep on with the same approach across the country and pledging to improve the economic and political conditions. He recalled as well in Tipaza the party's promise to implement realistic solutions, stressing the necessity to adopt communication with the Algerian citizens, considering himself as a young candidate able to defend the Algerian people and their history.
To Janet and Shilif now, where the inhabitants of these two provinces are showcasing a huge interest for the presidential elections. They hope that this political event will pave the way for local development via the achievement of strategic projects. Letizia Sidqawi explains.
The 7th of September elections are eagerly awaited across the country as they represent a crucial step to respond to the aspirations of citizens. A case in point, Janet province in southern Algeria, a province that occupies a strategic location bordering Niger and Libya. This event is a historical opportunity to speed up the local development projects.
As a border province, the presidential elections are of specific importance, notably to preserve national sovereignty and to promote the different development projects. This challenge urges us and all citizens to vote in order to raise the participation rate. We call on all young people to elect their president. We have witnessed a momentum in local development and encourage citizens to vote on 7th of September.
The same atmosphere prevails in Shilif province, notably among women who are eager to practice their constitutional right, such as Khaira, who is very active to raise awareness among the female voters in the province on the importance of the upcoming elections.
Be they in Shilif or in another province, Algerian women will express their voices. We have conducted many awareness campaigns among women in Shilif, to which they are very receptive.
The civil society here is organizing many get-togethers, stressing the paramount importance of this national event and the significance of casting their ballots.
I want to take part in this event because it concerns the future of the country. I call on all women to mobilize and take part in the voting operation.
Women represent a significant percentage in the total number of the electorate and are ready to make their voices heard on the D-Day.
And Algeria is now a leader at the continental and regional level in electrical energy, with a production capacity reaching 25,000 megawatts. This has enabled the country to achieve self-sufficiency and open up new export prospects, particularly towards Europe. Ines Kilo with more.
Electrical power plays a crucial role in the country's economic activity and development for both the population and institutions, given the investments and engineers, as well as the abundance of natural gas. Algeria has succeeded in achieving complete and almost total electricity coverage, topping many African countries.
Electricity coverage in Algeria has reached 99%. The merit goes to Sonalgaz employees in addition to investment. Sonalgaz, through its renewable energy subsidiaries, has launched a 3,200 megawatts project in the northern provinces.
For this summer, Algeria recorded a record demand for electricity due to high temperatures, reaching a peak of 19,543 megawatts, a figure never reached since the country's independence. Despite this unprecedented demand, Sonalgaz was able to manage, demonstrating its capacity to meet this challenge with remarkable efficiency.
In some cases, our technicians and engineers are able to intervene quickly. They ensure that citizens didn't even feel the network cut.
After a successful experience in the oil and gas sector, Algeria is now a major player in the electricity sector with capacity of 24,000 megawatts, a performance that gives it access to world markets, particularly in Africa and Europe. The submarine power connection project with Italy via Sardinia paves the way for electricity exports to Europe across the Mediterranean.
This is a strategic project for our group. Its aim is not only to reinforce the reliability of the national grid, but also to respond to economic development and export production surplus, in particular to Italy and the European Union countries. It should be noted that this major project will be accompanied by another one, that of 15,000 megawatt renewable energy project.
With a large production capacity and network capable of supporting exports to various countries, Algeria is demonstrating not only its energy supremacy, but also its growing role on the international stage.
And we turn now our attention to another key sector of the national economy. An Algerian-Italian partnership is leading to the construction of a new paint production plant in Buera province. This project is expected to create hundreds of jobs in the region, along with the setting up of an academy for training its employees. More details on this strategic project with Ines Kilo.
The future largest paint plant, located in Wad al-Bardi industrial zone in Bouira province, the outcome of an Algerian-Italian partnership, this unit will create hundreds of jobs in the region.
This investment will generate 200 job opportunities, and our objective over the next 5 years is to reach a production capacity of nearly 70,000 tons per year.
The group is also focusing on developing the staff and acquiring the high-tech equipment. To this end, the plant has set up the first academy of its kind to train its employees, ensuring thereby qualitative products that meet the international standards. This academy is an added value for all workers. Personally, training has helped me a lot in using modern techniques. Specialized in paint production, this factory contributes in developing the national economy by manufacturing products that were previously imported. It has even managed to turn things around by exporting its products to Europe and Africa.
This project showcases the excellent cooperation between Algeria and Italy, particularly in the economic field. Algeria is a reliable partner. Our investment has also been boosted by the new investment code.
These large-scale projects reflect the interest shown by Algeria and Italy in bolstering bilateral cooperation, particularly in the economic field.
Abroad, new Zionist bombardments took place in Gaza, resulting in the death of many Palestinians, while the death toll keeps increasing despite the international calls to end this atrocious tragedy. The insights with Leticia Sedqawi.
It is the umpteenth massacre to take place in Gaza. This time, 8 Palestinians fell martyrs, while many others are wounded on new barbaric attacks on Gaza. In addition to 15 others who were murdered yesterday, and dozens wounded following bombings in Khan Yunis. Among them is this Palestinian father who's holding the dead body of his son on the way to the hospital.
They are all civilians. This is my son next to my brother. Both fell martyrs. They escaped bombings and so refugee here. This women too. I call on everyone to stop this massacre.
Only a few kilometers away, another Palestinian father helplessly witnessed his son's last few hours. Nothing left but to yell in despair.
He used to work with me in the workshop. It's how he used to make a living. When suddenly a missile killed him, I survived, but my son died.
On the other hand, the EU provided a contribution of 43 million euros to help Palestine fulfill its commitments toward Palestinian people. The UN's Relief and Works Agency for Palestinian Refugees stresses once again the need for a ceasefire in Gaza Strip, where genocide is taking place.
And with that, our today's news edition comes to a close. Thank you for tuning in. Goodbye for now.